but not necessarily pick a fight with the Republican-controlled legislature to abolish the agency.
Well, one, we're talking about a legislature that doesn't exist yet. So right now it's a Republican-controlled legislature. But I would just say I'm not interested in picking a fight on anything with the legislature. I would just say that to me, transparency and openness in government, even something so basic as allowing the state auditor to do their job when there's billions of state dollars that are at stake, has never traditionally been a Republican or a Democratic issue. That's an openness or a secrecy issue. And we've seen legislatures before have a change of heart. And I think having an administration that is actively advocating for that could change some legislators' mind. I mean, look, the legislature was told pretty directly that if they didn't do this, that JobsOhio wasn't going to be able to function effectively. That is complete myth. And I think when we bring the facts to the legislature's attention, that this isn't necessary, it hasn't been helpful. And I think by then we'll have 2 to 3 years of JobsOhio performance. I think we'll be able to have the folks running JobsOhio at the time be able to come in front of the legislature and say, the secrecy that maybe some people thought was necessary is neither necessary to our success nor helpful to generating public confidence. And I think you might see some people change their minds about that. Yes,
you
sir.
were mentioning the Ohio being 47th in job creation. Do you think if these points are implemented, will that help job creation?
I do, because I think that the fact that you have to defend and explain what you do creates better public policy. You know, in our state we have a $100 million fund that we call the Western Reserve Fund. And we have, before an expenditure is actually made out of that fund, there's a completely public dialogue in several different forums. So there's committee hearings over it, there's a review process from a board, and then it ends up going, in most cases, to our county council. The fact that you have to defend your proposals, I think makes for better proposals. I think it reduces the chances of self-dealing. I think it increases the chances that it actually is a worthwhile investment of taxpayer money. I mean, the truth is that when you have loans that make sense and grants that actually make sense, you're not secretive about them. You're happy to engage the public. And I also think that it would create an environment where more businesses actually would be comfortable participating in the process because they don't think it's a secretive process where you have to know the right person in order to get consideration. That's a problem here too.